Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Tuesday, the 4th of October, 2022. Quite an interesting day for many different reasons, many of which were kind of predictable and expected, and some were not at all. Today was the launch of Overwatch 2, and it was my goal to play Overwatch 2 all day long. I loved Overwatch 2 when it came out in 2016. Excuse me, Overwatch 1 when it came out in 2016. Played it for about a year, right? Perhaps maybe even a little over a year. And haven't played it since, but was eager to kind of jump back in, especially knowing that this one is free to play. But all week I was skeptical about this game working. So we did a level 1 podcast this morning where I talked all about my skepticism about them being able to link your Battle.net account along with your Xbox Live or PlayStation account while also trying to get this game to work while a million people were all trying to log in at once. And basically, try to get a head start on it. I downloaded the client when it went available at 11 a.m., which was when it was made available for the first time. You couldn't get it earlier than that. And basically started trying to boot this thing at that time when I was doing the podcast. It kept cycling, saying 20,000 people, 10,000 people in line. Sometimes it got down to a couple hundred, and then it would error. So then when the podcast ended around our usual time, 12:30 p.m. Pacific time, we swapped over for about an hour of literally just sitting together, watching this thing cycle and try to join a match on the Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. We tried both, okay? It would not work for either. Now, in the meantime, my wife was downstairs on the other modem trying to get this to work on her PlayStation 4. And it did. Shockingly enough, apparently PS4 is the only console. I guess think also the Switch worked today. But no Xbox Series S's, X's, or PS5s could connect to this game today. Or if they did, it was fleeting and then you would disconnect and that was the end of it. Okay? So, my wife played the game today and here's what she had to tell me. Her Battle.net account did sync with her account and she was able to unlock all the characters, but not really. Blizzard had promised if you have a Battle.net account that's linked with the previous version of Overwatch 1, you'd play as everyone but the one character you have to pay for, Himiko. That Himiko is associated with the premium battle pass, but you should be able to play with all of the original cast, including all the original DLC expansion characters, and the 2 new characters, Sojourner, and I think there's a female Junkrat, like Junk Queen or something like that. And you should have access to all of them. She does not. And her account is fully synced. She cannot play with any new characters at all. She can only play with the original cast of Overwatch 1. She played for over an hour today and could only access the original maps from Overwatch 1 and play with the original cast. So essentially, you're playing Overwatch 1, but it's 5v5 instead of 6v6. That's the one change. Now, the weirdest thing about this is that after me trying to play this for an hour on the first stream and failing, it doesn't work, I announced to everyone, we're not going to waste our gameplay time. Let's do the Evil Within, which was my backup plan to begin with. So we did. We booted the Evil Within. I played it for 2 hours, okay? Thanks to anyone who attended that audible, that swap. I really appreciate those who supported, okay? So then, after that happened, when my stream was going offline, I decided on a whim, let me try to boot up Overwatch 2 now and see if it works. I don't have time to play it, but let me just give it a shot and see if anything's changed over the last, 2.5 hours. It worked. It connected. So I rushed through the tutorial and the training. Then it allowed me to join a match. Now, the weirdest thing happened. I was able to see that because my account did not sync, which I didn't think it was going to because I had played originally on PlayStation. Only half the cast was unlocked. But the weirdest thing about this was the 2 new characters, Sojourner and the female Junkrat, were unlocked. So, just to clarify, if you linked your Overwatch account from Overwatch 1, you could play with everyone but the new characters. You're locked out from the new content of the game. But if you're a newbie who never played Overwatch 1 and didn't link your account, you can play as the new characters from the get-go. What? How does that make any sense? If you owned the original game, of course you want to play with the new characters first. You know what the other characters are like. I mean, yeah, maybe eventually you want to go back and check them out. Oh, it's my main. I want to see how they are in this one. But the first thing you'd probably want to do is play on new maps and new characters. You can't play on new maps and the new characters are locked. Anyway, I didn't even have time to play because dinner was ready. So I said, okay, at least it works. Now I'll announce to everyone the late stream tonight. I'll attempt to play this, and we'll play it tonight, and I'll play with the characters, and we'll see how it is. So I have dinner. I watch Kat play, my wife, for about an hour during the break between the streams, and it's literally Overwatch 1. I didn't see many or any differences at all. It looks identical. The graphics look good, but it looks identical to the first game, except it's 5v5 instead of 6v6. Maybe there are some gameplay tweaks. I'm not aware of them, but it looks the same to me. Even the sound effects sound the same. The music's the same. It's the same. The only thing that I think is different is the win music is different, like at the end of a match. So, she plays it for an hour. She's pissed. She's like, I didn't want to play the same game that I played 6 years ago. I want to fucking play a new game with new maps and new characters, and the game won't let me. She even looks, she's like, can I buy them? No. If you have your Overwatch account linked, you can't even buy the new characters. They're completely frozen because Blizzard fucked this up. Okay? So I'm like, okay, let's start my late stream. So the late stream starts, and I tell everyone, our goal is to play. We'll try an Xbox Series X. If that doesn't work, we'll try PS5. We spent the entire 2 hours going back and forth between them, and we didn't get one match. Luckily, I have awesome viewers. They were okay with us waiting. We had fun conversation. We kept each other company. It was fun. People were insanely supportive. We had double the viewership I usually have on a late stream, and people came out in droves to support the stream. I hit the first tip skull, like all the tip skulls, for the first time since the marathon on Saturday, and I couldn't even tell you when I did before then. It was the most supported stream I've done in a long time. I'm so happy because what that tells me is that some people realize now you don't have to tune in to watch the game. Even if the game's an epic fail, you can still have a good time just interacting with me. It's about the social experience. And I explained to the audience, I was like, some of you are disappointed that I'm not playing a game tonight. But you understand that there's very popular streamers out there who literally don't have a work schedule. They turn on a stream and say, you guys determine what we do tonight. Depending on, who contributes, you get to pick. Do you want me to watch a video? Do you want me to watch a trailer? Do you want me to read a news article and react to it? Do you want me to play a game? Do you want me to do this? There's the most popular streamers. This is how a lot of them operate. They're not like me where, a set schedule of a game every night and you must adhere to that. That's not what a lot of them do. And if anything, I think tonight was a case example that if things go wrong or if there's no game to play, we don't need one. We can just chill and have a good time and enjoy ourselves. We were doing the Magic 8 Ball, and it was hilarious because people kept asking questions, and it was the most negative slamming answers every time, okay? The good news is I recorded all of this, and I'm uploading it tonight so you can watch it at your leisure. You should enjoy it. The people who were here live enjoyed it. You'll probably have a kick out of it too. Now, in addition to that, something truly awesome happened, okay? While I was doing this fail stream of Blizzard sucking butt and not having their game work, I got an email from Capcom. I've been accepted into the Street Fighter 6 closed beta this weekend. I can play it all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on my Xbox Series X. Holy shit. Like, wow. That's amazing. That's never happened to me before. I've tried applying to these things before. I never get accepted. This is shocking that I was accepted. I'm very stoked, and because it's such a rare event, and because I'm very excited for it, I will absolutely be doing it all day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 6 straight streams of Street Fighter 6 goodness. The game has 8 characters in it so far. So we'll be playing with a good variety of stuff. I don't know if I'll pick them all. For example, Ryu and Ken are in it. Maybe I'll just play Ryu because I prefer Ryu over Ken. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'll necessarily play every character. There's 2 new characters that are Street Fighter 6 originals. I'll likely use them. We'll play it by ear and we'll see who exactly I end up using in this thing over the course of the weekend. But I'm super pumped. Now, this means Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I get to be one of the people who gets to play this thing hands-on all weekend long, test the netcode, test the gameplay, see how this new drive system works. People have been asking me, what do you think of Street Fighter 6? My answer is always, it looks good, but until I play it, I don't have an opinion. I'm going to have an opinion as of this weekend. I'm going to be one of the lucky few that get to play Street Fighter 6 with all of you live all weekend long. This is a very unique and special opportunity for me. I hope that you guys are getting as excited as I am, and I hope you will join me if you can all weekend long to enjoy this new game, okay? It should be very special and exciting. So, what a night. We basically had a night, 2 hours that could have been insanely boring rage, and instead we had fun interactions, great conversation, overwhelming support, and I get into an exclusive closed beta that I thought I had a snowball's chance in hell of getting into, right? This is amazing. This was one of the best streaming, one of the biggest fail stream days because Blizzard sucks as a game developer now. Ended up being one of the best stream days of recent memory. 2 thumbs freaking up for that, okay? So, here's the deal. Tomorrow's my last consecutive streaming day of this week. Thursday's my day off. Tomorrow's my last chance to play Overwatch 2 because I'm playing Street Fighter 6 all weekend. So guess what? It better fucking work. Tomorrow in the morning, we're going to do a level 1 podcast, and we're going to try again. I hope we can log in and actually play this game tomorrow. If it works, I very well may play it all day. If it doesn't work, and we waste time again, I am not going to waste more time on this shit. So if it just doesn't work at the end of my podcast, we're going to play more Evil Within. All right? We're going to do a late stream again and try. If it doesn't work then, it'll be up to you guys. If you want me to keep trying, or you prefer me to play something else, or you just want to have another hangout session like we did tonight, I'll leave it in your hands, all right? But this is just ludicrous that this major AAA dev company, one of the supposed most wealthy game companies on this planet, doesn't know how to launch an online game. What an atrocity, what an embarrassment, what a fucking blemish on the gaming realm. Seriously, what a joke. I hope they do better tomorrow, okay? So, that is it for tonight. I hope that you enjoyed the streams. If you didn't, you weren't there on them, check out the videos on demand. This hangout session tonight was one of the best I've done. It was really entertaining. Hope you give it a look. All right, tomorrow we try again. We reconvene. Hopefully it works. Thank you all for an outstanding, amazing, positive stream day. I can't wait to see how it all ends tomorrow. I hope you'll join me for the end of my week. See you then. Peace out.